Let us start with what is ICT. ICT, a range of communication technologies have been used to meet the information needs of the rural population. These include rural radio, television, newspaper, books, but nowadays the internet is emerging tool with the potential to contribute to rural development. Internet enables rural communities to receive information and assistance from other development organizations, offers opportunities for two-way communication. ICT can also support bottom-up articulation of development needs and preparation that thus help in reducing isolation of rural communities. And with government planners, development agencies, researchers, and technical experts encourage community participation in decision making and help agriculture researchers, technicians, farmers, and others in sharing information. New information and communication technologies are generating possibilities to solve problems of rural poverty, inequality, and giving an opportunity to bring the gap between information rich and information poor and support suitable development in rural and agricultural communities. Hello students, in this class we are going to learn about ICT Prospective for agriculture development, ICT in agriculture extension and challenges in agriculture information technology. Agriculture information communication technology is a new global level way private as well as public sectors engaged in the business of agriculture, consultancy, marketing enterprises, hybrid plants, fertilizer, industry, pesticide, seed, floriculture and medicinal plants industry, farm equipment manufacturers and drugs are developing agriculture information technology divisions to provide new avenues and research output to help to replace scarce sources. The different ICT technologies have brought revolution in Indian agriculture. Some of the ICT perspective in agriculture education. They are ICT to a global agriculturist. Under the changing dynamics of economical and industrial growth, agriculture has to undergo changes with new approaches. Therefore, experimental system in agriculture has strong potential for improving better training of the agriculture technologies and with high level of skill in combination with the modern outlook and management capacity. In order to prepare the agriculture graduates for the new millennium, the agriculture graduate should be given exposure on International Agricultural World Trade Organization, trade-related intellectual property rights, Global Convention on Climate Biodiversity and Desertification, computer technology, patent and trade literacy. ICT can play an imperative role in giving exposure to agriculture students to be able to compete for a new millennium. Second point, ICT to harness the frontline sciences. To facilitate agriculturists with the knowledge of the frontline sciences, there is a need of biotechnology, space technology, renewable energy management, agricultural economics, and agribusiness management. IT can provide opportunity to those scientists and agriculture graduates who are trying to develop agriculture with the help of modern sciences. ICT to generate job opportunity to agriculturists. With the expansion of IT in agriculture, IT-related job could be provided to the agriculture graduates. Governments, many NGOs, institutes and private organizations have started to create agriculture-related sites for the Indian farmers. In the creation of farmers-friendly content for the agriculture site, there is a wide scope for agriculture graduates to be involved in this business. ICT to make agriculture education understandable. Agriculture education includes many sciences to make education more interesting and to make difficult concepts easily understood. Many topics like pest and disease of crops, symptoms of deficiency of micronutrients in crops, virus, pathogens, and many other topics cannot be taught with the help of lecture method, only unless the audiovisual form of presentation. The use of IT through multimedia is the best solution to teach such topics to the learners. It is a system of the three senses: visual, audio, and tangible. Multimedia thus involves the interactive use of images and animation, speech, music, text, and data on the same screen. Interactive multimedia in computer-centered with the rapid development in software capabilities. And immense potentialities in professional management education, especially technical and management education. The computer-aided learning using multimedia is likely to generally alter learning patterns. ICT to create digital agriculture libraries. Libraries, which up to very recent times were essential stacking print material, have now begun to occur, and electronic media like CD-ROMs and multimedia packages. In this coming years, the quantity of electronic material likely to increase substantial, and it is clear that libraries will have prepared themselves for conversion to electronic libraries. Such libraries are capable of providing much diversified information as they make use of information highways and database. ICT for growth of distance agriculture education. The major problem faced by the people of most of the developing and underdeveloped countries has less opportunities of higher education. Recognizing the need to provide them higher education, many universities have offered distance education. Some of the post-diploma and certificate educational programs on agricultural subject can be run by distance learning. This can be done effectively through growing the learners-friendly way of higher distance learning through information technology. ICT for online agriculture education. The online education principally referred to the teaching through internet or universities or institutions that offer online courses on their websites. In this case, the student execute all the activities online with the help of internet, right from taking admissions, attending visual classrooms, downloading study materials through email, and sending feedback through chat or email or video conferencing on computer, etc. This entire process of online education has been made possible only through advancement made in information technologies. The highlights of the ICT to strengthen agriculture research. Research priority. Under the changing scenario of global context, India will be affected the entire procedure of agriculture research. Particularly, the identification thrust areas of agriculture research will be based on global need. The talent to differentiate between what is urgent and what is important will hold key to the success in deciding priorities. ICT for agriculture scientists. Many innovative branches of science are being used for the development of agriculture. The use of meteorology, seismology, biotechnology are good example for globally biotechnology has been emerging as a frontline art of science. The database available with all biotechnology centers can be used by agriculture scientists through ICT. ICT to receive feedback for research. With the help of IT tools like internet, teleconferencing and video conferencing, cable networking for TV channels, etc., the feedback of the technology users can be received to decide areas modification based on higher priority. ICT to avoid research duplication. Agriculture scientists can develop inter-institutional relationship with the help of connecting themselves by information technology with other research institutions to avoid duplication of research efforts. ICT for agriculture research evidence. Documentation is the piece of evidence or information constituting the account of something that had been occurred. It provides information based on the nature of various subjects of agriculture. The documents of research record play a vital role in guiding and supporting other records which can be made available on internet like textual and non-textual documents. Textual documents present their information exclusively in the form of written text of the read. Example, book, periodicals, catalogs, statistical compendia, trade publication, patent, etc. Non-textual documents may contain some text, but the important part is presented in some other form. Example, maps, plan, graphs, diagrams, poster, printers, photographs, slides, sound tapes, films, videotapes, monuments and magnetic documents. ICT play a significant role for research documentations. ICT in research announcement. There are certain IT intermediates such as data center, information center and libraries through which the producer of agriculture information based on research can first disseminate information to press at the end of the users. Let me explain about ICT perspective in agriculture extension. To strengthen extension management, the agriculture extension can manage effectively by 5 important prerequisites. Regular training and maintaining of extension worker and functionaries at various levels in the specific knowledge and skills. Monitoring and understanding constraints. Strong information documentation and publication support. Effective institutional network for synergetic support. Develop national and international linkages. For this, strong information documentation and publication support are very important. ICT can play a significant role making all the prerequisites of agriculture extension and management. ICT to strengthen elements of agricultural communication. Agricultural communication is a very important challenging job, where ample concern is required among the communicators to handle all the elements of communication. Many research studies have concluded that due to lack of skill in handling all the elements of communication, expected results are not come out. The use of internet can be a very convenient method to overcome some of the barriers and strengthen effectiveness of elements in the present system of agriculture communication, like communicator, message, channel, treatment of message and receiver, audience and feedback. We should understand the internet is not ultimate solution to become all the elements of the agriculture communication and extension, but it supplements support to all the elements of agriculture communication to make them some more effective. If all the fundamental considerations of farmers friendly extension are throughout the implemented, it is quite interesting to know about challenges in agriculture information technology. The Indian government is trying to popularize the use of innovative IT tools and internet in various fields, farming being a major occupation of majority of the rural Indian people, has also attacked Indian government to make use of IT for effective development in the field of agriculture. In spite of all this development, there are serious challenges. Undoubtedly, the road ahead is full of opportunities and challenges, but such challenges can be met only if we can quickly implement reforms. Agriculture information professional skills. The Agriculture Information Society definitely lacks in the information professional skills. Few of the skills are ability to add value to agriculture information, organize and store agriculture information for effective retrieval and anticipation of users. Also, awareness of technology, skills and subject expertise, familiarity with research methods, agriculture knowledge delivery mechanism and the management knowledge of legal, economic and political aspects of agriculture information are important. Professional skills required in Agriculture Information Society. Other challenges in agriculture information professional skills are the method of disseminating agriculture information, IT-based agriculture messages presentation, editorial and publication skills and training, education and consultancy skills. Agricultural information management skills. Agriculture information is considered the most significant resources. That is why, in the context of decision making, information is also treated as a blood of agricultural management. In this absence of awareness regarding various kinds of agricultural management, the information manager cannot enjoy the right benefit of the right information in the undertaken stage of decision making. Hence, management skills are required by information professionals at various stages of the information cycle. These skills are out of utmost importance, which may include understanding the agricultural organizational culture, agricultural project management, strategic planning, agricultural financial management, human resource management, communication skill, marketing skill, vision, creativity and licensing, as well as negotiation skills. Modern knowledge of agriculture business. Agriculture information professional must keep on his eye at present and another at future. He should not be confined by the subject, but in the light of modern agriculture technological innovation, availability of better software development tools and better techniques of communication, he must continuously update himself. Agriculture information professional needs to know present trends and development in hardware, software communication technologies. Agriculture information exploration and visualization, means of preservation of information, internet and its efficient use for quick access of desired kind of information, and agriculture technology for intellectual property protection. The challenges of information managers. Agriculture information should remain information rather than misinformation. Incorrect information may have its own negative effect, which may damage the entire plan or strategy. It is the responsibility of the agriculture information manager to create a useful link between the farmers and the information. In these events, when information is mishandled or poorly presented, it loses its value and the same may cause negative effects on the emotion of its users. In order to overcome such a situation, the information managers have to analyze the information seeking behavior, analyze the user needs, from time to time, awareness of consequences of the misuse of the information and its impact, help the farmers the learning the technique for efficient retrieval of information. In addition to this, he should make the appropriate use of information in the suitable situation. Keep constant watch of the information flow within the agriculture enterprise. Evaluate systems and procedure from time to time. Review policies from time to time at the light of emerging trends. Strike a balance between the existing needs and changed needs of the system and take the necessary step to implement the expected changes, maintaining a balance between supporting and operating forces. Strategies to sustain. Nowadays, in the age of information, we must implement right technique for strong operating and communicating the desired information by the resources of well-organized retrieval mechanism. In this regard, basic principle of reference should be right information for the right user at the right time in the right form. The development of human resources in the profession of information sciences need to be thought for the development of existing professionals into the potential professionals. India has been incredible prospective in software development. It must amend its policies for information dissemination from time to time in the light of technological innovation and user changing needs. For survival in the information age, we need to establish an information service committee to perform important tasks like drawing up the standard of labor division for database design, drawing up network plans and laying technical standards, identify appropriate software and popularize their application nationwide. Parallel effort in the labor division and cooperation for document acquisition and resource sharing and database contribution. Information infrastructure. Infrastructure is the main component of every system. The same is also applicable in case of agriculture information systems. Information infrastructure includes accessible network of telecommunication, the tools of computing, libraries and organizations and information centers at village level and similar other setup to transport, manipulate, store and disseminate information efficiently. To determine future demand of infrastructure, it is essential to consider the efficiency of operation and how well the service generated and responding to users. There are diverse and unique problems for each sector, and some of the common challenges of information infrastructure development in India are operational inefficiencies, inadequate maintenance, excessive dependence on public and external resources, irresponsiveness to users' needs, meager benefit to the poor, and lack of sufficient environmental responsibility. Responsibility of development agencies. It is necessary for different agencies to come forward for offering their assistance in their respective areas. Many agencies like World Bank, FAO, IRC, IFAD are supporting the expansion of Internet services. Internet is the pinnacle for removal of constraints to agriculture rural development. But it is bring all new information resources together and can certainly open new telecommunication channels of rural and farming communities. It offers certain ways of bringing the gap between agriculture development, community and farmers through initiating dialogue, interaction, new alliances and interpersonal networks. Property information policy. There must be ordinance of government for every plan. On the same line, we also ordinance to government of information as the most important resources and the same termed as information policy. Information policy is a broad general plan of action to be adopted by an organization or government. Such policies can be enacted by a legislature or a court or emerge from international organizations and regulatory bodies. The main objective of information policy statement are to identify the user needs, intensify bibliographical control of all types of information resources, identify the information products and services, development of manpower, standardization in all components of library and information centers, promote international information cooperation. At present, there is hardly any national programs of library and information service for the development of library and information activity by the union government, state or union territory government or other agencies in our country. As a result, existing programs continue to develop throughout the country in not uncoordinated way. The national policy can serve as a guideline for the development and improvement of library and information services in the country. In the years to come, Indian information policy must cover all the aspects with regard to the users' needs, information resources, manpower and standardization, etc. Intellectual property rights is a general term which covers copyright patents, registered designs and trademarks against piracy. While developing countries feel that such protection will prevent entry of newcomers, the new information, while IPR, is a hurdle to it. World Trade Organization should treat IT industry as priority area and provide required facilities, concessional tariff and subsidies of developing countries. They may help prevent piracy of IT products and provide low global access to electronic information. Development in modern digital technology has led to review the provision of intellectual property rights, both at national level by many countries. The developing countries are also catching up with this trend as the value of intellectual property right it is increasingly felt. The following issues must be taken into the consideration: copyright regulations and legislations, influence of internet, problems and concern in cyberspace, usage of digital signatures, security of information over networks. Information society is passing through many challenges due to lack of information professional skills, information management skills and up-to-date subject knowledge. Changing role of information management have also been highlighted. Making available proper information infrastructure, information management techniques and intellectual property rights will certainly make information society by 21st century a grand success. We must carry out the suggested strategies to ensure survival of information society of tomorrow. Hope you all understood the importance of ICT. Let me conclude. The ICT-based agriculture information on net is building up slowly but steadily. There is still a lot of work to be done by policymakers. Many organizations are supporting to digitalize their technical information on the web. At the same time, research and training organizations, both in public as well as private sector, volunteer organizations are being supported in building their capacity to digitalize the rural and agriculture information to make it available on the World Wide Web. Efforts are being made to connect various districts of our country on the internet so the farmers can get all the technical information on the websites. If ICT will be made available to all the Indian villages to take benefit of agriculture research, the positive change in the face of rural development will definitely be possible. Thank you.